Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Halimatus Saadiah binti Zainal Abidin, and I am the representative for group number 1 from AM228 6F for the subject of ADS553 first presentation. So this first presentation was initiated in order to know the progress of our report writing and the organization and program that we have chosen for this particular assignment. So basically the organization that we have chosen is SOCSO, which is also known as Social Security Organization, or in Malay also known as Perkeso. So basically SOCSO was implemented under the Ministry of Human Resource on 1st October 1971. So basically this organization was implemented in order to protect the rights of employer and employee all across Malaysia. So similar to other organization or company, it also have its own vision and mission. So basically the vision of SOCSO is to be an outstanding, comprehensive and also dynamic leader in the social security. And also in addition to that, the mission of SOCSO is to give complete protection from cradle to the grave for the well-being of all. Moving on to the program that we have chosen for this particular assignment is the wage subsidiary program expansion. So basically this is a financial assistance that was provided and implemented by the government for helping the employer and the employee that was affected during the COVID-19 pandemic. So basically the purpose is basically that, which is to help lessen the burden for the employer who have lots of employee under their care, and also for companies that are basically losing lots of revenue and income since the PKP, which is MCO, movement control order, was implemented throughout the current pandemic. The PSU was implemented under one of government initiative, which is economic stimulus package, in order to enhance the economic stability in this country, which was affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. So basically this program was implemented to help a company that have around 500 or more employee under their care. In addition to that, this program was implemented on 1st April 2020 until 30th October 2021. So basically this PSU have 4 phases, which is program subsidi upah number 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is currently running in this year 2021. Moving on to the third section of this presentation, where I will be explaining on the issues that contribute and triggers the implementation of this program. So basically the first one is the declination on company revenue. So as we all know, during the COVID-19 pandemic, the government implemented various kind of initiatives to cut down the rates of infection of the virus throughout the society. So basically MCO, which is movement control order, is also one of the many initiatives. But during the MCO, various kind of engagement, public engagement, economic engagement was not allowed, which is because it can trigger various kind of infection. So basically, regarding to the low rates of economic engagement, this caused various sectors, various kind of business going downhill towards bankruptcy, which causes lots of people not unemployed or also being kicked out of the company because they are not able to afford paying for the bills, paying for the wages of the employee, which makes them basically going bankrupt at a total. Moving on to the second issues that contribute to the implementation of the program, which is the dismissal of employees. So basically, during the COVID-19 pandemic and the MCO, most of the company and also organization are unable to afford paying for the wages of their employee. This is because they are unable to collect revenue because of the MCO, where people could not do any public engagement, any economic engagement. So basically they are unable to recollect the revenue and pay wages to their employee. And regarding to this contributes to the elimination of almost half or even more than that of the employee rates within the company. So probably in a company with 500 employees, they eventually eliminate almost 250 people of employee within the company. This is because they are keeping some that are eventually really important and useful for the company to stay afloat within the society. Moving on to the third issues regarding to what triggers the program to be implemented is the unemployment issues. So basically, all of the issues are linked together, where the declination of company revenue causes to the dismissal of employees, and this dismissal of employees contributes to the high rates of unemployment in the society. So basically, all of these people are striving to survive, and this is one of the major issues that need to be given attention by the government. So regarding to that, the government implemented the program. This is because with the dismissal of employee, many people are unemployed, and they are basically loses their main income where they need in order to survive in the society. So basically, this program will help them to stay afloat, to stay with the company, even though the company are unable to collect high number of revenues, but still they can keep their employee to stay with them and basically give them what they deserve as an employee in the company. So we will be moving to the fourth section of this presentation, is where I will be explaining on the our group work breakdown structures. So basically, in this work breakdown structures, it will explain on the progress that we have taken throughout completing this assignment. So basically, the first step that we have taken is through discussion, where we initiate meeting and also collect content, where we, in this phase, we will be choosing the organization and also the program that we will be using within the assignment. Moving on to the second phase within the work breakdown structures is where we will be collecting data. This collection of data can be through newspaper, journals, articles, interviews, which related to the program or organization that we are using within the assignment. So this is eventually to let us know better and also help us throughout the research for this assignment. Moving on to the third phase of our work breakdown structures, where we will be implementing all of the data collected to the background, to the social issues, mandates, sources, SWOT analysis, and also challenges which are needed to be filled throughout this assignment. So basically, all of the data collected through the articles, the interviews, any sources that we have chosen, we will be using it for our presentation and also our report writing. So basically, this helps the report writing to be as smooth as possible, and all of the data collected will be used truly, and this helps us eventually collect various of proofs in order to support our report writing. Moving on to the fourth phase of our work breakdown structures, where we will be summarizing all of the report writing, including the recommendation and conclusion preparation. So basically, in this section, we will be writing our last part of the report writing, and also we will manage all of the data collection. We will be using all back from the first parts of our writing and eventually conclude it and then summarize it into a conclusion. And also, and in this part, we will be recommending certain issue that need to be paid attention to by the government. But all of this recommendation and conclusion will be supported by our data collected throughout the assignment. After we finish summarizing and also doing all the recommendation and the conclusion part, we will be continuing our work within the fifth phase of the work breakdown structures, which is the justification. So in this phase, we will be providing references for all the data collected throughout the books, articles and everything, and also creating an appendix, which is additional data. So basically, after all of the 5 phases have been done, we will be moving to our last and final phase, which is the 6th phase in our work breakdown structures, which is the compilation. So basically, in this compilation, we will do a grammar checking, format checking, and also a plagiarism test. So in order to make sure that we did not do a direct copy from all of the sources that we have been using throughout this assignment. And also for the grammar checking, spelling checking, is to make sure that all of the details of the spelling within the written assignment is fabulous and also complete. So basically, for the grammar checking, we will be ensuring that we are using the right English, the right comprehension for this written report. Moving on to the last part of our presentation is where I will be explaining and also showing our group's Gantt chart. So basically, we are utilizing 64 days that was provided for us in order to fulfill and completing this assignment. So basically, 64 days meaning 12 weeks and 4 days given, fully utilized, as you can see through our process that we have I have explained through the work breakdown structures, where every days have been utilized properly, so that we manage to achieve and submit right on time on the 65th days of the week, of the day provided for us, which is the last day of the 13th week. So basically, thank you for your attention. I am from group number 1 of AM2286F, saying thank you and our best gratitude goes to you.